Alrighty, take two. Here we go. Let's see if this actually works, and let's see if it's actually going live. There we go. Alright, everybody, this is a take two because the first one didn't work. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to my weekly live chat. So let me share with you a little bit about my weekly live chats. On Wednesdays, I'm live here on Facebook at 5 p.m. Central Time. We are in East Texas. It's a beautiful place to live and grow. And hey, Pam. Now, Facebook has been deleting my live chats after 30 days. So this video will be uploaded to my YouTube channel at a later time so that you can see it anytime you want to. Now, while I'm live during my Facebook chat, I do a seed giveaway. Every week is something new. Hey, Ann. Hey, David. So every week is something new. Usually it's the varieties of seeds that I'm discussing. Today is something completely different. So if you're watching the replay, you probably missed the giveaway. If you're watching it on YouTube, you definitely missed the giveaway, but no big deal. I'm going to share some awesome seeds with you today, and I'm going to share a lot of great info. Colleen says, there you are. Yes, I tried to go live earlier and it wouldn't work, but now I'm here. There was a lot of choice words said while I was trying to figure out what to do. Hey, Jason, thanks so much for joining me. Oh, I saw you this weekend. I got to see Jason in the real life. Thank you so much for going to the Texas Permaculture Expo. Hey, Diane and Betty Lou. Courtney says, East Texas is a beautiful place to live. It is. All right, so there will be 5 lucky winners at the very end. In order to win, you need to, in order to enter, you need to be in the U.S., not have won in the last couple of months, and comment. That's it. 5 lucky winners will win a bulk pack of Napoli tomatoes. This is a 200 seed pack of Napoli tomatoes. This is a paste variety. So for those of you that like to grow paste tomatoes, for those of you that like to grow a good sauce tomato, this is a really good one. Hey, Tracy, you were not late. I was actually late today. So before I get into what I call the meat and potatoes of my video, I want to share one special link. My sister Michelle is a hardworking mom. She's got 4 kids, 4 amazing kids, and she does a weekly live auction on Whatnot. And I'm going to share this link with you right now. You can use it. You don't have to use it. It's no big deal. Her link is Strawberry Fields Forever. I get a lot of my fun jewelry from her. I got my bracelet and my necklace from her. So if you're interested in something like that, definitely check her out. And she also gave me those awesome corn earrings that everybody loved recently. So she bought them from another vendor, and she has a huge holiday sale coming up. And so I'm like, I gotta share her link. So I shared her link in the comments. I know, Joanne, it's a ton of tomatoes, 200 seeds. So one of the things I love to do, if you use that link, by the way, to Whatnot, it's a $15 credit. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost my sister anything. If you want to buy $15 worth of stuff and get it for free, awesome. If you want to buy something extra, even more awesome. So I took a break last week. I wasn't live during my weekly normal chats. And now I'm back and excited to share with you. You might need to refresh the comment section because I posted it, but that doesn't necessarily mean you see it in the real time. Hey, Michelle. Michelle Meyer is my sister. She is awesome. I am going to definitely going to check out your holiday auction because I do love Christmas stuff. I have a pair of black cat earrings that I loved. So, alrighty, so let's get down to updates. First and foremost, my Small Business Saturday sale is going to be bigger and better this year. It's going to also last longer. I know a lot of people do a Black Friday sale and they're like, it's only this weekend. I don't want to have to update my website and figure everything out and not be able to be present in my family's life. So I don't do a Black Friday sale. Oh, let me unhide your message, sorry. There you go. Michelle posted a link, and that is a valid link. That is a legit link. For those of you just joining me, definitely check it out. Dawn says, I did a freshwater oyster live auction. So fun. Oh, yes. So the most recent giveaway I did, oh, there's JoJo. The most recent auction I did was the pearls that I won from my sister Michelle. And she mounted them for me on a pendant, and one of my customers won, and she said she wanted the butterfly one. So I will have another giveaway of the flower one with the pink pearl coming up really, really soon. So the Small Business Saturday special will be sent in an email. If you're not receiving my emails for one reason or another, reach out to me in an email. My email is mary@marysheirloomseeds.com, and I do answer. I'm going to offer free gifts with purchase. We currently have 15% off everything in my garden gift guide. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is my garden gift guide. That was posted the other day. Some of you saw it, and I know he was hanging out here. So my sister also made a fun meme for me, and I shared that with the whole checking out other seeds, and Mary's Heirloom seeds are awesome. So definitely check out the link I just posted here in the comments. Use code GARDEN15, all one word, all caps. That will save you 15% off everything in my garden gift guide. Also, you can do the seed combo packs. That's in there as well. So I'm sharing the links while I'm live here so that you can see what I'm talking about. If you're not sure, there's a little bit of a lag in the comments when I share versus when you see it. So just throwing that out there. Are you ready for the seeds that I had to share tonight? So every week I do a live chat and I share with you specific varieties that might be helpful for you. Maybe you'll like it. Hey, Michelle, thanks for another Michelle. Ham, thanks for joining me. You're in Texas as well. So I'm going to share with you a couple of awesome varieties that I love. If you're not seeing, it's weird. I'm not seeing the, I'm going to check really quick. I'm not seeing, there you go. I don't know if that makes a difference, so I'm going to share that with you too. All right, so here is the first one on my list, and that is Queen Anne's Lace. So some of you have said, well, I was growing carrots, and then I was like, why do you have Queen Anne's Lace? And they're like, oh, it's because it looks like carrots. So Queen Anne's Lace is sometimes called wild carrot. Wagner's Delight says, so ready. Hey, Monica, thanks for joining me. For those of you just joining me, please check out the links that I'm going to share with you in the video. This Facebook will delete this video after 30 days. So I will upload it to my YouTube channel. That way you can see it at a later time. Queen Anne's Lace is beautiful. It's so pretty, but it's also part of the carrot family. It doesn't produce a carrot. It just looks like a carrot. The Queen Anne's Lace flower resembles the carrot flower. So if you like to grow something that looks like it, definitely a plus. I love the look of Queen Anne's Lace. And it's a good for pollinators. I find that different pollinators will enjoy it, not just bees and not just butterflies. So that's always a plus as well. So one thing that I shared with you last week, which I don't have a link for, but I'm gonna have to find it, is a very old and very rare variety of squash. Please comment, let me know what you're doing, where you are, what's going on in your part of the world. It's been a crazy week. I missed my live chats last week because I was out of town, but I promised I would share with you a live chat and a giveaway as soon as I got back, which here I am, and here's the giveaway. So the next one on my list is HOPI Orange Squash. This is one that I have offered off and on. It's not one that I've offered in large quantities because there's only so much that I have available to me. And these are difficult to keep in stock. Sorry. Let me see what's going on here. For those of you just joining me, can you see the links that I'm sharing? I'm hoping you can see the links I'm sharing because I'm sharing them right now and I'm not sure. Yep, it's snowing, I know. But that's the fun thing about talking about seeds right now is it might be snowing in your area, but you can talk about seeds, you can talk about gardening, you can talk about preparing for your garden. So I will definitely be sharing some more preparing videos. So my upcoming, you see nothing. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on and I apologize, but throughout the video, I'm sharing links to the specific varieties I'm sharing and I don't see it either. So I'm not sure what's going on. I apologize if you can't see it. I'm going to go out for just a second and come back in. No links. Frustrating. I apologize. They aren't showing up and I'm posting them and I see it. Hang on, guys. I think I'm posting in the wrong place. There it is. All right, guys, here I go. They aren't showing up and I'm posting them. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. I was sharing information in the wrong thread. Now, can you see that? We'll give it a second. So there it is. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. So one of the cool things about the live chats is that you can look at some of the awesome varieties and see what maybe you might want to grow for next year, or maybe you don't want to grow for next year. So that's one of those things where you can go, yes, no, maybe. It's been a day for all of us. Yeah, so I flew back to Texas on Saturday. And I missed my connecting flight from DFW to Tyler. So I had to rent a car at 10:30 at night and drive from DFW. Okay, I'm going to share a link to my sister's thing. This is her invite. You need to check that out. I had to drive from DFW to Tyler, go into Ben Wheeler. This is the first time I've ever driven by myself around DFW into Tyler, hour and a half in the dark with my glasses. By the way, I have astigmatism, so driving at night in the dark, not that great. And I was like, yes, I did it. So it's been a week for me, for sure. And then Monday, I hit the ground running, and I got into the seed shop, and I was getting seed shipped out. I got Buster in the seed shop. Super excited that I was home. Hey, Linda, thanks for joining me. Jenny, thanks for joining me. And Joanne, now you have the links. I'm in the right thread. Thank you. So yeah, it's been a week. Plus we had 29 or 30 degrees. And now it's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow. So it's definitely one of those weird weather days or weeks, whatever. I just am rolling with it. So HOPI squash, I shared the link. If you haven't grown HOPI squash, it's amazing. I know DFW, scary at night, Jason says. And I was like, I got this. I was like, I got it. Yes, Diane, I will share a link to the Queen Anne's lace. But first, before I do that, I'm going to share a link to my garden gift guide. So I shared information about the garden gift guide earlier in my video. You can use Garden 15 at checkout for all of those varieties, and you can save 15% on every single one of those. And I'm going to include free stuff for every single order, which is kind of fun too, right? I will also share a little bit of new stuff coming up. We've got the back in stock for 2026. We have the new arrivals for 2026. There is a ton of awesome information available at Mary's Heirloom Seeds. So Diane asked for the link for the Queen Anne's lace, and I will definitely share that. Hey, Gen X Gardener, thanks for joining us, and nice to meet you as well. I think we're in the Chaos Gardening group together, so I've followed some of your stuff as well. Queen Anne's lace was what I shared earlier, and Diane asked me to share a link. I'll share that with you now. Here it is. All right, so the next one on my list is going to be the Mary's Romaine mix. I mix this myself. There are 4, I think, varieties of romaine lettuce in this one. It's a super fun one. It's really good. And come on, 300 seeds? I don't know how many people need 300 romaine seeds, but yay. Yeah, Gen X, we have 4 indoor cats. We have 1 shop cat, and there's 2 towers there and no cats. Every now and then, usually I have a cat in here, and usually if I shake the seed pack enough, Danny will join me. In real time, I know, and follow you. Awesome. Thanks for joining me. So the HOPI squash I already shared. The romaine you want to see. I'm going to pull up a link and see. Teresa says, love Queen Anne's lace. Well, awesome. It is one of those things where I had a customer go, I didn't plant Queen Anne's lace. And she goes, oh, wait, those are carrot flowers because they were a little older. They had blossomed and then they were good. I know. Gen X Gardener, if you look at some of my older videos, I was uploading them to my YouTube channel. By the way, after 30 days, Facebook deletes my live chats. So I'm uploading these to YouTube so you can see them at a later time. And you'll see Danny literally like all over me, licking my neck because she's a mama's girl like that and she loves me, which is awesome unless she's like licking my skin off. So she will join me every now and then if I shake these things. All right, so the Mary's Romaine mix. I'm going to share the link so you can see it, and you will find all of the varieties listed in there. Hey, Joan, thanks for joining me. Yes, better than ever. Hello to you as well. So with my Mary's Romaine mix, you have red romaine, you have freckles romaine, you have little gem lettuce, cimarron romaine, and Paris Island cause. Denise Porter says you look refreshed after your trip. I got coffee earlier, and I have tea. I got Granny's tea tonight, Mom. My sister Michelle gave me this. My kids have paws. I love this cup. So we are ready to go. Ready to share some of these awesome varieties. Joanne, I'm not going to answer that question just because I don't want to get emotional in my video. But if you want to message me, I'll chat with you a little bit on the later side. But family's good. Jean says, my cat Rookie is snuggling with me right now as I watch. I love to hear that. I love that we have friends with lots of cats and dogs, and Asia, who joins me sometimes during my live chats. Her dog helps her pick peas and eats the peas while she's harvesting them, and tears open those packages every time she gets seeds. So that's always fun as well. All right, so the Mary's Romaine mix I just shared with you. This one, hello. This one, if you haven't grown it, super, super fun. Flat white BOER pumpkin. Holy cow, or holy pumpkin. This is a really good one. I will share the link with you as well. Resourceful Ronnie says, oh my goodness, thank you very much. So if you like, yeah, I know. If you look at Asia has posted some reviews, and if you're not already part of it, the Mostly Feral Gardeners group, she posts videos of her dog ripping open the package, gently, but still ripping open the package and thoroughly enjoying the seed orders that we sent to her, which is super fun. Our Dales love the peas and sweet peppers. Is that a dog? The Ardales, is that a type of canine? I'm not familiar with canines as I am with felines. So the fun thing about the white pumpkin is, obviously it's a white pumpkin. You don't see those in the store most of the time. It's very good for baking. So if you like a good baking pumpkin that's not the plain white ones, or the plain orange ones, I should say, this one's a really good one. Michelle says, pumpkins, yes. I've seen the dog do that. So cute. I know. I love it. So remember, I do a giveaway during my live chat. If you are in the U.S., if you comment, and if you haven't won recently, you're going to win seeds. There's going to be 5 lucky winners These are bulk packs of Napoli tomatoes, and I'm picking 5 winners tonight. Oh my goodness, right? So for those of you who missed the beginning part, my sister Michelle is on Whatnot. She is Strawberry Fields Forever, and Treasure Trunk, I think is her name. Vintage Treasure Trunk is Natasha. She's one of my customers, and she has an awesome show as well. And a lot of them are having holiday auctions coming up, and I am super excited. Resourceful Ronnie says, can anyone join the Feral Gardening group? Yes. You, as long as you answer the questions, and they're pretty simple questions. Be nice, no politics, have fun. That's pretty much it. And maybe I'll see if I can do it. It's called Mostly Feral Gardeners. So if you are not part of the group, you're welcome to join. It's the Friends of for Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and really that's just my way of offering a group where people can share their information without judgment. And I can't really share it while I'm live. So for those of you that are, David, would you mind tagging Mostly Feral Gardeners? See my shirt? Perfect timing. I actually have shirts made. I've made cups because awesome. Lauren says, going to have to try pumpkins eventually. I'm guessing it's too late in the season in Mississippi. Absolutely. Way too late. But as soon as your last frost date is passed, then definitely check out whatever pumpkins you can plant direct sow. So yeah, anybody can join the Mostly Feral Gardeners group. It's a fun group. It's, like I said, it's a no judgment. Post your stuff. Just don't spam. And don't promote another seed company because, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but some people do. So it's a great way to get muted or kicked out. I try to be helpful, but there is that. Alrighty, so next on my list, who wants to find out about a new seed? Thank you, Monica. Monica shared the Mostly Feral Gardeners group. Click it, answer the 2 questions. How did you hear about us? And agree to the rules. Pretty simple. Karen says, I just settled in to organize your Mary's Heirloom Seeds and found me live. Courtney, thank you so much for joining me as well and including that link. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. Good Mother Stallard bean. Christy, it is weird because I tried to go live originally and it would not go live, and it took me a second try and then I was able to go live. So yeah, it's totally weird. Good Mother Stallard bean. Whatever you do, don't buy this right now because I'm going to put it on sale as soon as I'm done with my live chat. This is one of the more unique bean varieties, and I'm going to share the link in just a second. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. Gen X says, shared, hopefully Facebook doesn't wait 4 days to show my followers. I know. For those of you that have a Facebook page, it's one of those things. So, Good Mother Stallard bean. This is my hand and my beans that I'm sharing with you guys. I have grown this bean. I have saved the seeds, stored the seeds, and I'm sharing them with you now as well. It is a pole bean. It is a gorgeous bean. It is a prolific producer. Tammy says, I found you on Grow Big TV. We love them. That's Joe and Corky at Grow Big TV. I have done 2 interviews with them over the couple years that we've been friends and working together, and we do love them as well. Again, this one is a very old one. It is a round bean. It's a dry bean. It can be used as a green bean, but really it's best for a dry bean. Rachel says, Facebook introduced us during your August seed sale. Well, that's fun too. If you are new to Mary's Heirloom Seeds, I started Mary's Heirloom Seeds back in 2011. I was living and growing in South Florida. Crazy, right? And since then I have expanded. I remember being at the Yellow Green Farmers Market in Hollywood, Florida, and I remember offering 50 seed varieties, and it was super exciting to me because I was newer into the seed business, but not new into growing. From the day 1 of Mary's Heirloom Seeds, I started my school garden donation program. I remember walking into an elementary school in Hollywood, Florida, with these little kids that just were like bright-eyed and super excited to learn about what I had to share with them. And that's what kicked off my school garden donation program. So from the very beginning, we've offered awesome seeds and also our school garden donation program. I'll share that information at a later time, but it's been a wild and awesome ride. So Good Muller Stallard was the one that I want to share with you tonight. It will be included in my November seed sale as well, and I shared the link with you guys as well. It is a very pretty bean, and it's prolific as well. Christy says it would be so nice if all schools could have some kind of garden program. Now, I also understand that schools have a budget, and not all schools have that budget. So the extension programs have been supplementing some of that, and now the extension programs have lost some of their funding as well. So I have started to fund extension programs to then extend out to schools. So it's another aspect, it's another arm of our school garden donation program where I can now donate hundreds of seeds to an extension program, and now that extension program can take those seeds out to multiple schools where I'm maybe not available. I mean, maybe they're 2 hours away, maybe they're in another state, and they reach out to me and say, hey, our funding was cut for seeds, would you be able to help us because we have X amount of schools. I think the most amount of schools in one was 55 schools. She received a massive box of probably 300 seeds because she had so many schools to donate to or to work with. And my sister Michelle says, Eli's school garden is growing. Thanks for all the seeds. I was fortunate enough this year to fly out to visit family, to visit my nephew's school, and to hands-on with the kids put seeds in the soil, and it was awesome. I love the opportunity to be able to put my hands in the soil with the kids and teach them about seeds. And especially teenagers are like, yeah, whatever, you're boring, or you're just an adult. But it was fun to see them get excited about seeds and get excited about planting seeds and asking me questions. So it was really fun. It was nice to get out in the world and put my hands in the soil again. So Resourceful Ronnie says, I'm trying to work with our science teacher to get our school garden looking tip top. Resourceful Ronnie, if you have a school garden, reach out to me. I will send you seeds to your school garden. Wish we would have done something like that when I was little. We grew seeds when I was little, and it was fun, and we had a little garden when I was a kid, so I'll say that it was definitely fun. All right, so I'm gonna cut this short because I'm tired and because I'm hungry. Today is Wednesday, November 12th, and I am trying to go live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central Time. Facebook will delete this video after 30 days, so I will upload it to YouTube. So if you're watching the replay, thanks for joining me. For those of you that are new to my channel, I go live here every Wednesday and I do a seed giveaway. Tonight we have 5 winners, bulk packs, 200 seeds of tomato seeds. So 5 lucky winners at the end. You need to comment, you need to be in the US and not have won recently. So that's not too hard. Gen X Gardner says, good for you, that's awesome. I'd send you, yes, Resourceful Ronnie, please send me a message. Program, but is it, oh, the shipping seeds in and out of Canada, tariffs or not, is ridiculous. I almost stopped shipping to Canada, like tariffs or not, seriously, the shipping is insane to Canada and back. So following years, and still have seeds for my first purchase, 2021, which still germinate perfectly. Woohoo! I love to hear that. My school garden donation program is fully funded by last year's seeds, and they are so tip-top and awesome that you can still plant them. All right, so the next on my list is a new arrival for 2026, and this is red beard bunching onion. I have talked about bunching onions over and over again, and the reason being is because they are awesome. My mom, Denise, she came to visit me in September when I was at the East Texas State Fair. I got to teach about seed starting at the East Texas State Fair this year. Awesome. I think the Napoli tomatoes are a determinate tomato, so they'll give you a bunch all at once. So these ones are awesome. My mom came to visit me. Oh, into the US. Yeah, I have no idea. So these ones will grow nice and beautiful and big, and they've got nice pink and red on them. My mom came to visit me, and she goes, those are huge. And I said, well, yeah, because they're from last year. So bunching onions are a perennial. They will continue to grow until you're ready to use them. So you could take this whole thing, plant it in a whole bed, and then pick them as you want. Unlike a bulbing onion, you can pick them as you want. Natasha is joining me. Natasha, can you please share your link to Whatnot? I mentioned my sister Michelle. She's Strawberry Fields Forever, and she's on Whatnot, and she's having a holiday sale, a big holiday auction. And Natasha, I also follow you on Whatnot, and I would love for you to share your link as well. I don't allow other people to share links, but I love Natasha and I love my sister Michelle, so I want you to share your links here tonight. So the red beard bunching onion is one that I shared. I will share the link as well. Don't forget to check out the seed sale. I know I shared the seed sale. In case you missed it, I'll share it again, just in case. The red beard bunching onion is beautiful. It's a perennial. You can grow it now, you can grow it later, depending on your area. These can grow through the winter in more mild climates. So in East Texas, we don't have a heavy winter. We've got a little bit of snow, maybe some sleet, but it doesn't freeze like 6 feet of snow. These will grow for more than a year. So this is a really good one. If you haven't checked these out, please, please, please check them out. I love them. I am so excited about them. All right, so the next, Natasha and Michelle are here. When do you plant bunching onions? So when you plant is going to depend on where you are. Tracy, I believe you're in Nevada. With over 50,000 customers, it's not easy to remember where everybody is. I know my sister's in California. I know, Natasha, I think you're in Alabama. I'm not 100% sure. You answer before I ask, Tracy says. So it's going to depend on your frost dates. If you're in Nevada and you don't have a hard frost, you can plant them right now. If you have a heavy frost, plant them. Oh, I was right. Oh. If you have a heavy frost, you're going to want to wait until after your last frost date, which is spring. So, totally depends on where you are. Now, I'm going to finish off with, David says, are they like Egyptian walking onions? Oh, awesome. Natasha, I got it right too. So, if you are in an area, David, you are in Florida. I know that because we were in Florida too. They are not like Egyptian walking onions. Egyptian walking onions produce little bulbils on the top of the greenery, and then they flop down, and then they root, and then they grow up. And you have brand new ones, all new ones there. So if you are growing bunching onions, it's a perennial, but it doesn't spread like a walking onion does. So that's something to consider if you're not really sure. All right, so the last one on my list is CORDAO. Now, you probably have never heard about this. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But I really wanted to share this with you because it's totally fun and totally weird. So I'm going to share the link with you before I tell you about what it is and what's going on. There we go. So the cool thing about my live chat on Facebook is I can share links because I've got multiple devices at one time, which is helpful for me because when I'm live on YouTube, it's just like me in the garden, hands-on doing stuff. Do they grow well like chives, Johnny says? Yes, absolutely. Chives are also a perennial. So if you have luck growing chives, grow your bunching onions similar or identical and you're going to be good to go. So check out that CORDAO. Check out how unique that is. It's also called lion's ear. It is, I know Joanne says you've never heard of it. Some people use this medicinally Some people say it has a mild calming effect or a euphoric effect. You always want to check before you consume anything, whether it's an herb or a flower. Make sure there's no contraindications. I always add that disclaimer because if you're on some sort of medication or you have a health condition, you want to make sure that before you start consuming something that you know whether it's going to interact with something that else you have going on. But look how beautiful it is. I looked at these and I was like, I need those. So I'm growing them and I love them. It is a fast growing variety. It's really fun to grow and it's just something unique that you're not going to see in most gardens. So it's super exciting to have that. Natasha says, Joanne, CORDAO is called lion's ear, not lion's tail. Natasha says, chives grow well for me, but bunching onions hate me. So one of the common things with bunching onions, or onions in particular, if they don't grow for you, is you may have buried them too deep. I have started to literally just take a handful and sprinkle it on my soil and let it go. And the best bet is purchase the bulk pack of bunching onions. It's a 1 ounce pack and it's way cheaper than purchasing multiple packs of seeds. And you will have an abundance of bunching onions forever. I mean, I still have bunching onions that I'm harvesting that I planted last spring. So it is the gift that keeps on giving. And if you want Egyptian walking onions, you're going to have to wait until July of next year. I will have them available again. For those of you that wanted potatoes, seed potatoes, I will have, I say this every year, I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do seed potatoes. It's just a pain in the butt. And then I do it every year. So I will have seed potatoes available. Just check out the links. Look for the email. CORDAO is in the mint family. Yeah, like a catnip, exactly. Jen X says, love hearing your voice for the first time. Thank you very much. And yes, the seed box. I've just posted in my gift guide, I have a seed box, but I also have a seed box loaded with fun stuff. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. And I am going to be done for the evening because I am exhausted. Courtney says, do you harvest only the tops of the bunching onions or pull the whole thing? If you harvest just the tops, that's all you get, and the plant will continue to produce. If you don't, you can pull the whole thing up and it won't continue to produce, but I've had so many that I'm just harvesting everything. I'm missing some stuff. This random, but I can't wait to potatoes from you. I failed on my own. No problem. I'm happy to help you. I have a food storage prepping in the garden series. The next one on my list is sunchokes, and I will have sunchokes because I will be digging them up. And the next on my list is seed potatoes. So stay tuned for that. David says, yes, beautiful color, love the box. Teal is one of my favorite colors. This is more of a mint. It's not a teal, but it's very pretty. And yeah, I had a couple of people go, oh, well, that's not big enough for my seed catalog. And I was like, it's not big enough for mine either, but it's pretty. Yes, so I will have a very, very small amount of sunchokes. This is my personal stash. So stay tuned. If you reached out to me in an email, you are #1 on my list for sunchokes. My email is mary@marysheirloomseeds.com. That's it, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm going to make some dinner, and I will pick out 5 lucky winners. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and happy planting.